You smile a lot. It makes me wonder what you're thinking of, 'cause baby, you're always on my mind. And right now I want you with me here by my side, with me till the end of time. I just can't help myself, I'm falling in love with you. Love with you. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what you do. Just give me a chance, and I know I'll make you understand why I just can't help myself, I'm falling in love with you. So the reason I sang that, I doubt you've heard that song or know that song, but the reason I sang it was for a very specific reason. I'm Liv. This is my space where I talk about things like movies and mental health, and I like singing and thrifting and such. I'm trying out a new lip gloss. First I tried the blue and it was awful, and I hated it. So then I put the purple on top of it and it's kind of cute. So we're just gonna keep it. Decided to throw on Aaliyah today because I'm unboxing. I know. I said I wasn't gonna buy more tapes because I can't. I literally cannot. But then someone had a sale. Darn him and his good taste. And I was just looking and kind of oohing and ahhing over everything. Hopefully you can hear me talk because I have all the airs and things going right now because it's warm. And I saw one specific tape that no one had claimed at that point, and I was like, oh boy, I need that. I need it. And then it's you get the one, and then it's a domino effect, real ripple action, and then you're well, I might as well throw in this and this and this. And then before you know it, you're just whoops. So that's a thing that's happening. Whoopsie daisy. These are from Mr. Matt Gainey. He is a very funny fellow, and he has these really good card unpackaging videos on the Video Vagrants YouTube channel that I will link. I'll put a little link below somewhere. I'm going to remember to do that. But everything is so nicely packaged. Look, this is what you're supposed to do, guys. This is what you're supposed to do. So I obviously got a lot of nonsense, and he gave me a very good deal. He gave me an offer I couldn't refuse and whatnot, and I have a problem, It could be a worse addiction. At least it's not alcohol. Alright? That was my father's vice, well, one of his. And it didn't turn out so well. Way more dangerous than VHS tapes. Anyway. I'm kind of I should probably just start showing things, but my goodness gracious. I was hoping I'd see the one right away, but it might be on the bottom. There was literally one movie, but that song, I sang the song, it was in it. That song is in the movie. Also, the girl group is called Nobody's Angel. Pretty sure they're called Nobody's Angel. And it's 4 girls, women, teens probably at the time. And they were also in an episode of Boy Meets World. Fun fact. Thank you very much. Look how amazing this looks. I mean, the doorway, yes. ... to hell. Okay. For 4 college students, it sounded like an idyllic gig, a semester's lodgings in an old Georgian mansion in exchange for making a few house repairs. But their arrival has unearthed more than just dirt and dust. It has uncovered a doorway to demonic evils and depraved passions. Recruiting paranormal expert Professor Lamont, played by Rob Scheider. They must close the doorway before all hell breaks loose. But with hell, ... what goes down can come back up, ... for you. I would have edited out that last sentence, guys. Otherwise, very, very promising. Very promising. How dumb does this look? I'm so excited. Okay. There's too many. Okay. So this is an S Club 7 tape. I don't really know. What does it say? S Club Seeing Double. From the creators of American Idol. Sure. But there was a TV show on Fox Family when it used to be called Fox Family. And there was a TV movie, which I have also. What is this? Join international pop music sensations S Club 7 as they sing, dance, and charm their way into and out of trouble in this hysterical, rocking, big screen adventure. So this is not one that I have. Oh my gosh, it's hard to work being a member of one of the world's most popular bands. After S Club complains to their manager about how tired they are from demanding life on the road, they wake up to find that the tour has moved on without them. When they discover that an evil scientist has been cloning pop stars, including all 6 members of S Club, it's time for them to get to work. Crazy, funny, and completely entertaining. Get set for some great beats, plenty of big laughs, and one wild and zany ride. Are you kidding me right now? So, S Club was one of my first CDs that I owned, like, on my own. And, they're British. They're basically, like, the co-ed Spice Girls, if you will. Spice Girls and boys. But they had a TV show. And, they had one black guy, and he was the guy that did the raps, of course, in the songs, because that made the most sense. And they said ass in a song, and they said damn in a song, and I thought it was, like, so scandalous when I was, like, 8 or whenever I had that. Anyway. Cannibal with a K. A Richard Driscoll film. The true hunter only kills to eat. Sure. If you say so. Meet a man with an appetite for killing. A squad of police cars responding to an emergency call races through the streets of Atlanta. Upon arrival at the crime scene, they see complete desolation. Dead bodies are everywhere, and they apparently just missed the killer. Though one of his victims, the head of New York's Russian mafia, survived. What is happening? The family's crime operation then moves to London, but unknown to them, the assassin, Gideon Quinn, great name, has also moved there. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? And is working for the police as a pathologist. And while the family is still hunting the assassin, he is on his own mission of revenge. He wants to kill everyone who took part in a heist that went wrong for the family. In trying to evade the police, they killed a number of people, including Quinn's wife and unborn child. Quinn kills these people one by one and then disposes of the pathological evidence in an unusual way. Did that just tell the ending? I'm not sure, but cool. Besides the unusual part, but like, I don't know. Sometimes they say too much. Sorry about it. Love a red tape. So this is Psychopath. Catching him was their first mistake. Letting him out was their last. Attorney Rachel McGuire, Madchen Amik, how do you pronounce your name? is tracking a serial killer whose victims include female law students and her former roommate. But someone has future plans for the killer, and he will do anything he can to ensure his freedom. Only Rachel, with her intimate knowledge of the killer's crimes, can decipher the web of deceit. But first, she must set the trap, and she's game if they don't go to her. And she's game if they don't get to her first. Sure. Serial killer with what's his name? Tobin Bell. Jigsaw. The mind of a killer is the last place you want to be. Ain't that the truth? I don't know about the last place. I don't want to be like right in front of the killer in that place, ready to be killed, or like in the process of being killed. That's probably the last place. Anyway, you could be next. Special Agent Selby Younger. Talk about good names. Selby Younger is a mind walker, a cop who tries to think like a serial killer in order to catch one. Mind walker? Is that a thing? That doesn't sound like a real word. 2 years ago, she captured the most bloodthirsty butcher since Hannibal the Cannibal. But now the killer has escaped and is stalking Selby. Before he killed just for pleasure, but this time it's business. Can't you tell that's business? These all look ridiculous. I need to find a place to hide these before my boyfriend gets out of work. JK, kind of, not really. Noise. Ali Sheedy and Trish Goff. What would you do for a good night's sleep? Well, how much time do you have? Sensationally taut and alluring. Okay. Alright, very good. Very good. Eerie and menacing, a thriller with echoes of Pacific Heights and Polanski's Repulsion? For real? For real, for real? What would you do for a good night's sleep? After divorcing her husband and giving up alcohol, Joyce Chandler needs a quiet space of her own where she can recover and adjust to her new life. Joyce manages to find a secluded Manhattan apartment that suits her perfectly, or so it seems, until Joyce meets Charlotte Bancroft, her upstairs neighbor. This writing is very small, you guys, this font. It isn't long before Charlotte makes Joyce's perfectly peaceful space a nightly hell on earth. Not wanting to give up her apartment and independence, Joyce tries various ways of dealing with her neighbor's disturbing behavior, but bit by bit, Joyce's job, her health, and even her sanity start to suffer. Eventually, Joyce realizes that she must take action if she is to ever be at peace. She must silence the noise. Cool! When is this from? 2005? What? Sure. Sure. Hollywood Shuffle. Look how fun this is. Eddie Murphy, move over. Robert Townsend has arrived. Sure. Sure. Explosively funny. Hysterical and brilliant and funny. It's a big hit. Okay. Bobby Taylor, played by Townsend, has used every excuse in the book to ditch his job for an audition, and his latest story is the best one yet. I gotta take my sister to the hospital to get circumcised. Bobby Taylor is your basic struggling actor. He works at Winky Dinky Hot Dog Stand and auditions for that one perfect role that will make him a star. He wants it all. Big, fast cars, sleek, hot women, and big bucks. He wants the glitz, glamour, and glory. That's Hollywood. So while Bobby Taylor waits for his big break, he dreams about playing leading roles like Rambo and Superman, about accepting his 5th Academy Award, about stretch limos and adoring fans. 1987. So, yeah, it just seems like a fun kind of time and stuff. Bound. Whenever I hear the word bound or bound, I don't know if you're an It's Always Sunny fan, but it just makes me think of Dennis during the high school reunion episode. He's just like, fetish stuff. I like to be bound. I like binding and to be bound. Okay, anyway, okay. Bound with Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon, and Joe Pantoliano. That seems like a fun time, right? In their world, you can't buy freedom, but you can steal it. Scary, funny, sexy, exciting. One of the best movies of 1996. A mobster, his mistress, and a tough female ex-con are caught in a dangerous plot with over $2 million on the mob's money at stake in this new ultra-hip film by the Wachowski brothers, but not anymore. That was too long of a sentence, but I'm excited for this. Starring Jennifer Tilly, and that's all it says. Cool. Right on. Okay, The Invitation. I think I've talked about one of my favorite movies, The Invitation, before. That's a newer movie from 2013, 15, 13, 14, 13, 15. I don't know, one of those. But it's like a kind of, I don't want to give anything away. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's like a dinner party invitation. And it's one of those where it's kind of like very slow burn, and you're kind of along for the ride and don't really know what's going to happen next. You're like, wait, is this main guy loopy and like he's overreacting about everything? Or is there something more sinister going on here? And I love that kind of stuff. And it's best seeing it the first time because you're just like, what? But I've seen it so many times since, probably like 5 times, and it's so good. The Invitation, 2015 maybe 2015. The Invitation, not 2015 maybe. This is Lance Henriksen. An Invitation to Die. When 6 of Roland Levy? When 6 of his friends accept an invitation to dine on his private island, they know it will be an extraordinary evening. Roland fascinates his guests with stories of his recent travels and the spiritual awakening he experienced in the Andes. He then reveals that he has poisoned everyone just as he was poisoned before, having his own epiphany. In order to get the antidote, each person must confess to the lies they have built their lives on, or die. Hell yeah! There's so much more! Not yet. This is like besides S Club, everything else, the one that I like that made me bite the bullet is like, one of these things is not like the others, but it's more like 2 of these things, because S Club kind of fits into that category too. But ain't no party like an S Club party, am I right? Octopus. This just looked really dope. I don't know. I like creature features. That looks awesome. The ultimate sea battle begins! I was trying to see when this is from, but I don't see a day. I don't see a year. Whenever I try and look for one, I'm just like, I don't see anything. Oh. Okay. Armageddon on the high seas, an elite nuclear submarine on a deadly mission to deliver an international terrorist to American authorities, travels through a mysterious ocean port known as the Devil's Eye. 27 ships have disappeared in this area, fueling the legend of a killer mutant octopus. Adrenaline pounding, fear surfaces in the... in the grips of the monster few have ever seen. There's like a little like tear, so I'm like, what does that say? Even fewer will live to tell. Yes, please. I do like this color with that green. That's kind of cute. Cute. Very cute. Keep that in mind for later. All right, we have The Killer Within Me. I wish I were Tommy Wiseau. Just kidding. I just kind of got weird vibes from him. But anyway, what do we got? A deceptively charismatic young ex-convict is welcomed into a Beverly Hills family as their new house guest. Will they grant him a second chance at redemption? Or will his family realize too late that some people really are born evil? Well, that sounds silly. That sounds just so silly. The Art of Murder. That's kind of fun with the, ooh, got another red shell. We love a red shell. The Red Shell Diaries. A masterpiece of deception, passion, and murder. Boyd Kestner? That's somebody's name? Who decided? Peter Onorati. Joanna Pacula. Cravings, lust, indiscretions, passion this hot is murder. Sure. Elizabeth seems to have it all. A wealthy husband, a perfect beachside mansion, and a passionate affair with a younger man. But when Willie threatens to show her husband illicit photographs of her and her lover, she finds herself embroiled in a deadly triangle of deceit, betrayal, and murder where no one can be satisfied or ruled out. Cool. Apprentice to Murder. This looked really dope just based on the cover. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but they don't say anything about VHS tapes. So why not, right? Seduced by Satan, obsessed with the occult, he is trapped in a web of mayhem and murder. Okay. Oh, so Chadlow, Mia Sara from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Donald Sutherland, which we love. Donald Sutherland. Let's see. Sutherland brilliantly portrays a sinister mystic and faith healer in this horrifying tale. Chadlow and Mia Sara play young lovers whose dreams of escaping small-town boredom are ruined by Chad's enchantment with the faith healer. The small, beautiful Pennsylvania Dutch community is rocked by a series of bizarre events which lead to a web of deception, violence, and murder. Apprentice to Murder is a chilling story of infatuation with love, dreams, and out-of-the-world temptations. Love it! This was another one that I'm like, it's gonna be so bad, but it will be a fun time, I think. Devil's Pond with good old Tara Reid and Kit Pardue, which was, I know him best from 13, if that says anything, and also Remember the Titans. I'm sure he was in other stuff, but that's what I remember him from. What starts off as a romantic honeymoon getaway soon turns into a nightmare when Julianne, Tara Reid, finds out that her new husband, Kit Pardue... What has happened to Kit Pardue? Does he still act? Anyway, has plans of ever letting her go. Trapped on a deserted island with no communication to the outside world, Julianne realizes that only one of them will make it off the island alive. 2003. Hardware, which I do not have and have not seen actually. So, another one. Very cool. Very, very cool. In the 21st century, there will be a new endangered species. Man. That is kind of badass. That is kind of a badass tagline, though. I gotta agree with that. That's good. Alright. In this action-packed thriller set in the near future, Earth has become a brutal, dehumanized planet where radiation and pollution have taken over from nature. On leave from the combat zone, Mo turns up the broken pieces of an android combat machine and gives them as a decorative gift to his girlfriend Jill. Little do they realize that Mark 13, the most destructive droid of its kind, is still capable of action. Its aim is simple: to kill, destroy, and dismember anything that gets in its way. Late at night, the killing machine reassembles itself and begins its task, wreaking havoc and destruction, starting with Jill's neighbor, then targeting Jill herself. The body count rises as Mark 13 sweeps through the apartment and Mo attempts to save Jill from the bloody onslaught. When the machine gets its sharp metallic talons into Mo's flesh, it could be the end. Will man triumph over machine, or does the triumph belong to the creation of man? Does the triumph belong to the creation of man? Sure. Yeah, sure. Yes, sure, yes, sure, yes. Where is it? Where is it? I'm equally excited about all of these things, but this, here it is. Should I wait till the end for this one? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. What else we got? What else you got? We got Roswell. Mr. Kyle. Mr. Handsome Kyle MacLachlan there. UFO cover-up. And Martin Sheen. And Dwight Yoakam. It took 350 eyewitnesses and 30 years to tell this story. Shocking, fascinating, and terrifying because it's true. In July of 1947, somewhere in the desert near Roswell, New Mexico, a rancher stumbles onto a crash site and the charred remains of a strange and unidentifiable aircraft during the next 72... Excuse me? Oh. Unidentifiable aircraft. During the next 72 hours, the United States military will seal off the site, remove all evidence of the saucer, and perpetrate the most notorious cover-up in the history of our government. Was that really a UFO that disappeared from the desert on the history books almost 50 years ago? From the crash to the cover-up to the conspiracy of silence, one man will now risk his reputation, his life, to find out the truth. You sure about that's not why? Not even death will keep him away. Okay. From the creator of The Frighteners. From the grave. In the tradition of The Others and The Sixth Sense. 2003! When Emma catches her husband, Martin, with another woman, she files for divorce. She files for divorce. She let the law take it from there. Okay. As she begins her new life, Martin stalks her, his anger turning to madness when she looks to their friend John for comfort. Uh-oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You're just asking for John to die. After a brutal fight with John, Martin is killed in a car crash. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Okay, when he races away from the scene. Now Emma's true nightmare begins as the ghost of her dead husband haunts her from the grave. Oh. Don't Look Behind You. Fox Family Channel original movie. Patrick Duffy, Pam Dauber. You guys. I like garbage. Give me a thumbs up if you also like garbage. Hit that like. Thank you very much. The witness protection program couldn't save his family. Now it's up to him. This is just like that Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. Our lips are sealed. A family at odds must pull together to escape the relentless pursuit of a criminal bent on revenge in this exciting action thriller. Yes! Oh, yeah, this seemed weird. What is this? You Are What You Eat. I guess this is also not like the others. A musical documentary of the 1960s featuring Tiny Tim. So, like, anything featuring Tiny Tim, yes, please. He's a weirdo, I'm a weirdo, we're all weirdos. You Are What You Eat also features Robbie Robertson, Jefferson Airplane, Frank Zappa, David Crosby, Paul Butterfield, The Electric Flag, and some other things that are covered by a sticker. This sight and sound extravaganza is not a narrative, but a montage of highs and lows from the happening 60s scene, all with great music. Ba-ba-beep-ba, ba-beep-beep-bo. Tiny Tim is in a rare form, singing old favorites like Be My Baby, Sunny Boy, and I Got You Babe, and the era's luminaries, from Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul, and Mary to Father Malcolm Boyd to Harper's Bazaar, are caught live doing their own thing, man. Have your middle-aged friends over for beer and pretzels, dig the hookah out of the closet, and shuffle down your own memory lane with this unique and rarely seen musical gem. So that could be just a fun little time. I love a montage. I love a good montage. What can I say? I'm a kid of the 90s, and I love a good montage. Am I really gonna wait till the end to show this other one that I was like, where is it? I might. There's probably like 10 left. We're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. And then those, and then that's it. So yeah, about 10. Just opening this stuff. Dude, if you watch this, Matt, way to pack these up. You are a hero. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many! Okay, let's see here. What else? Dream Lover. All of these just look like kind of bad TV movies, but I'm very excited for that. A smart, diabolical thriller with James Spader and Matt Madchen. What's her name? Cleverly Malevolent. Ooh, Cleverly Malevolent. Ooh, I like the way that rolls off the tongue. Cleverly Malevolent. Cleverly Malevolent. Okay. As it means to be. And an unnerving reminder that beauty's only skin deep. In this sensual and shocking thriller, Ray Reardon, James Spader, has just met Lena Mädchen Amick, the woman of his dreams. But even the sweetest, sexiest dreams can be deceptive. And for Ray, this one's turning into a nightmare. Smiling, enticing, seductive. Lena's leading him to the edge. As Ray is about to discover, there's only one place to go when you reach the edge. And from some dreams, there can be no awakening. Let's go. Body strokes. Paint me sexy. The erotic touch of a brush stroke and the sensual textures of paint and flesh enliven artist Leo Kessler and his two beautiful models. The erotic secrets and deep desires of Beth and Claire arouse Leo from his slump as they all experience a passion that explodes in their wildest fantasies. Yup. Shades of darkness. Hell always hides in the shadows. The story of Bridget Avers, played by Anne Treblecock. A young woman who returns to her hometown of Autumn Hills and discovers a malevolent entity. John Maxo from Extreme Measures and Night in the City. Like, I'm supposed to know what any of that is. But yeah, he's threatening to destroy her and the entire population. Director Christopher Johnson has always had the burning desire to make movies and got his start doing the special makeup effects for such films as Last of the Mohicans and Drop Dead Fred. Cool. He currently resides in New York, where he found an Who knows? Who knows? Curdled. Baldwin is menacing, dazzling, and dangerous. So we have William Baldwin and Angela Jones. Looked like a fun time. Looked like a fun time. This cutting-edge thriller stars William Baldwin as a seductive mass murderer who meets his match when he encounters a sexy young woman named Gabriella, played by Angela Jones from Pulp Fiction, assigned to clean up one of his crime scenes. But when she literally uncovers crucial evidence linking him to the crime, the killer pursues Gabriella only to discover that she shares his disturbing fascination with murder. Uniquely original, Curdled is a hot-blooded thriller with unpredictable twists and a shockingly memorable climax. There's 5 tapes left. There's 5 left. Indecent Desires. He controlled the secret of evil love. She was tortured by a strange force within her. What? Yes. Okay, so this is from 1967. Black and white. Yow! That's the first word. Here's a twisted quasi-voodoo sicko supernatural pick for ya. Total loser Zeb finds a ring and a doll in a trash can. He puts the ring on and takes the doll home. Nice dolly. One day Zeb sees Anne and becomes obsessed with a desire for her. Since he can't have Anne, he reaches for the nearest substitute, the doll. Whatever Zeb does to the doll, Anne can feel. Invisible hands caress her body. A cigarette burns her face. She's beaten without mercy and violently made love to. Oh, my. Anne thinks she's losing her mind. What is happening to her? She becomes suicidal. Her boyfriend Tom comes to the rescue. Does he, though? I don't think Tom can fix this one. The future looks bright and rosy, but Zeb's jealousy enrages him to the point of violence. He grabs the doll by the neck and twists... ... Did you just give away the ending? I don't know, but I'm still excited. Cool. Under the Hula Moon. There's probably like 5 that are like in the weird family friendly like weirdness, and then like creepy thriller leaning towards erotic, made for TV value, everything else. That is not the 5 other weird things. Anyway, this says Chris Penn, Emily Lloyd, and Stephen Baldwin. Somewhere between Raising Arizona and El Mariachi. Buzzard Wall, that is someone's name in this, Stephen Baldwin, Buzzard Wall, and his wife Betty, played by Emily Lloyd, have a very simple dream. Invent an industrial strength sunblock, SPF 150. You know, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that, Wall family. Make a fortune, have a baby, and live in Hawaii. Well, sure. I don't know about the baby, but the rest sounds awesome. The trip from Cactus Gulch, Arizona, to the Big Island paradise turns into a wacky adventure from these 2 lovable dimwits when they are confronted with an escaped convict, Chris Penn, praying grandmothers, Mexican banditos, The ghost of King Kamehameha gangbangers and the DEA, the U.S. Marines, and all under the Hula moon. What did I just read? I don't know, but I'm excited. 3 more! There's 3 more! This looks really cool. I don't have it, so I'm okay with the cut box. Deep Red Hatchet Murders! Yes. Honestly, like anything Argento, give it to me, baby. The macabre, the occult, and the supernatural combine in this masterpiece of suspense. Deep Red / Hatchet Murders. Helga, a German girl who has been participating in experiments in mental telepathy, is brutally murdered. The strange crime with supernatural overtones begins to interest Mark, a young composer and neighbor of the murdered girl. He reads a book on the occult that seems to relate to the girl's death and goes to visit the book's author, only to find that she too has been horribly killed. The murders multiply and the circumstances surrounding them become increasingly bizarre and shocking. Only Mark is left to try to solve the mystery before it claims him as the next victim. There's 2 left! Jacob Tutu meets the Hooded Fang. It takes a certain boy to be a superhero. So, this cover alone is like, yes, please. But, just even the title alone. But then, Gary Busey, Ice-T, and Miranda Richardson, I don't know that name, but I'm sure I will recognize her. But Gary Busey and Ice-T and Jacob Tutu meets the Hooded Fang. What are you? Yes. Jacob is a 6-year-old who says everything twice since no one ever listens to him the first time. Dude! Youngest sibling, am I right? Hence his nickname, Jacob Tutu. His habit of repeating questions get him into trouble with an adult, and as a result, Jacob Tutu is sentenced by a judge, Ice-T, to Slimer's Island. Whoa. Wow! In the children's prison run by the dreaded and mischievous wrestler, the Hooded Fang, Gary Busey. I need to watch this right now. This instant. Jacob Tutu must find a way to rescue all the children. True to the classic children's tale, this hero not only saves the day, he saves the Hooded Fang, his cohort. Miranda Richardson from Sleepy Hollow, I don't know, becomes a hero to his family. I mean, you gave it away still, but like... And last, but certainly not least, did anyone stick around for the end? I don't know. Why did I sing that song in the beginning? Well, maybe. I just can't help myself, I'm falling in love with you. Love with you. I think I'm falling in love. I think I'm falling in love. Okay, no, but like this movie, model behavior. Yes, it's not a DCOM as much as some people think it is. It's a wonderful world of Disney. Wonderful world of Disney. I can't say it. Saturday night feature. Wonderful world of Disney. Wonderful world of Disney. I'm gonna work on that one. But J. Timms, great. He's garbage, IRL, and like kind of in the movie for a little bit, but then we like him. I don't know. But this movie, I loved it so much. I watched it so much on TV all the time. And there's a song that still gets stuck in my head on the regular basis that I'll just like sing because it's kind of like upbeat. I was gonna sing that one, but I don't know the words really. But it's just like, hello world, this is me. Life should be fun for everyone. And she's like kind of like Latina, so she has an accent and it's so cute. And that song gets stuck in my head sometimes. Anyway, I'm really excited because, like, this isn't on Disney Plus or anything, so... What does it say? Peek into the glamorous world of teen supermodels and discover how life isn't always so super, especially if all you want to be is a normal teenager! Starring Party of Five's Maggie Lawson. She's in Party of Five? NSYNC's Justin Timberlake in his movie debut, and Kathy Lee Gifford, and also her little son. I think he's in it. Maybe it's not his son. Maybe it's not her son. Just kidding. In my mind, it was her real son, but maybe not. Boy Meets Girl comedy takes a lighthearted look at dating, style, and popularity. When an innocent prank shocks the fashion industry and rocks a high school dance, two very different girls discover that the grass isn't always greener beyond your own backyard. Or Penthouse. Model behavior is a fashionably hip laugh fest that's a perfect fit for the entire family. Ah! This is the reason that I got all of those things. So, thank you, model behavior. And that's it. This has been a long one. Thanks. Thanks for sticking around. I'm Liv. I like movies. I have a shopping addiction that I need to work on. And I hope you have a great day and week and weekend and year and hour and minute and second and week and month and quarterly. Never mind. Be kind and rewind.